All right, we're packing it in today. Many people have different tastes for food, but not wanting to eat meat or being able to eat gluten does not have to keep you from enjoying fine dining. For all the details, we turn to our good friend, Chef Brett Mckee. He's got Chef Mckee Brennan and guests Elaine Herson and Marie McGurk. Thank you all so much for being here. Brett, take it away. What do we have?
All right, on April 22nd, that's a Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a 5-course vegan dinner at Eli's table.
Okay.
Again, you know, Mckee and I have been doing vegan dinners. So anyway, you guys see me bring this juice every day?
Every day.
This is the master behind the juice.
I see.
So if you ever need good, healthy juice, you go over to the Sprout.
That's what keeps you alive, definitely.
But Mckee and I have been doing these probably for about a year and a half. We've been doing different vegan dinners at some of the other restaurants, at his restaurant. So what I thought, Elaine has a fan page that is the Charleston Veggie and Vegan fan page. And she was in my restaurant one night.
Yeah.
We started talking about, just bringing attention to an alternative to what you're used to.
Exactly. Elaine, why don't you tell us about being vegan and eating vegan and why some people have to do this?
A lot of people do it for health reasons, and a lot of people do it for ethical reasons. For the treatment of animals, 99% of animal products come from factory farms where animals are cruelly treated. And some people do it for economic reasons. It's one of the greenest things you can do in life, greener than driving a Prius.
And health benefits as well, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, you feel much better. Some people within the first week, some people it takes months, but most people feel more energy, more focused, even stronger.
Well, sounds good. And Brett, you jumped on this craze, health craze, you could call it, also healthy eating craze. Tell us about what you guys made and what you're going to have featured at this dinner.
Okay, for the first course, I figured, I'm the rookie to the vegan stuff. So I'm
you're
going
a
to get my
professional,
slop on the plate here, right here. So what we start off with, this is a raw vegan spring roll. You've got zucchini, squash, peppers, onions, green onions, bean sprouts, snow peas, and then I have a little bit of a red bean soba noodle and some avocado. And this is just in a spring roll. And then I have a white truffle ponzu dipping sauce. Delicious.
And that's the great thing about vegan food is that, people might think that it's not good to taste, but that I tasted it before. It tastes like just a regular spring roll.
At another restaurant I had this on the menu, and I just had it as a vegetable spring roll. And it sells like crazy.
I bet.
Now, if you don't put the word vegan in front of it, people's like, God, that tastes great.
But that's the message we want to get out, that it doesn't have to taste
And then Marie's
bad.
course, she's doing a shaved fennel salad.
Okay.
It's fennel and red pepper, and it's got a white balsamic and maple vinaigrette on it.
That's this one right here. Looks pretty good.
There you go.
Definitely. Moving right along to the next
Elaine
course.
is doing a root vegetable tart, and that's in a little puff pastry. We've got a little bit of candied beets on top. You get some nice color, but delicious food here. Mckee is doing the Peter Piper picked a peck. No, Mickee's doing the jalapeno glazed smoked tempeh with the cheesy grits, and we've got some burnt onion collard greens and a pepper lime glaze on there, black pepper lime glaze. And again, so you try and think about how do you have cheesy grits when you're vegan?
Exactly.
When you're a master, and really, when you taste this stuff, if we didn't put the word vegan in front of it,
You'd
the
never
only
know.
thing you would realize is this is a delicious 5-course meal. Cynthia Huggins, who's not here, pastry chef, so this is
look at this
unbelievable.
One. This is vegan dessert.
A multiple layer coconut cake with a coconut buttercream.
Ooh, I like that.
So unbelievable. Again, it is filling up real fast. I'm only going to take 100 people. This is on a Sunday night. It does start at 5 o'clock. It is family friendly. What's the number? 843-405-5115.
It's right at Eli's table, so you call and make reservations. Now, Chef, I got to ask you, because you said that you've done these dinners before, but this is your first real big one. Is it harder to make vegan food? Can anybody do it at home?
Here, after 15 hours of work yesterday, I came home, and this is just a little bit of knife work.
Yeah.
I take the rice paper, I put it in a little warm roller, I roll it up. It is very easy. What you have to do is be willing to get out of your comfort zone. When people come in and, I think when the vegan community comes out to eat, and if you don't address it on the menu, they feel like, here's another pain in the butt vegan. I'm just going to grill some stuff and throw it together. You have these ingredients in your house. It's very easy to make. There are so many vegan cookbooks. Mickee's introduced me to some great cookbooks.
Yeah.
That if you pay, and when you read these cookbooks, if you took away the cover and so didn't see the word vegan,
You'd never know.
We could open up a restaurant altogether and write a menu and just write it with the ingredients, and you would never even know it's
Indeed.
vegan.
Elaine, tell us about shopping for vegan products. Is that something that you find a little bit more difficult? Do you have to be a little more choosy?
It depends on what your tastes are. You can go very easy and just go to like the vegetable bin downtown, the farmer's market, and pick up produce that's even cheaper than you would buy animal products. A lot of people think it's more expensive. It definitely doesn't have to be. If you want to go a little bit fancier, if you are transitioning and you want to have some meat replacements, some cheese replacements, There are absolutely products out there. There's new ones coming out every single day, tasting better and better. You're not going to miss the animal products.
Well, everything looks great. Chef Brett Mckee, tell us when this dinner is once again and how we can get our table.
You can call up Eli's Table at 405-5115. It's going to be Sunday afternoon, 5 o'clock, April 22nd. It is kid-friendly. We are going to have some live music outside on the back patio. So it's just a way to eat healthy, get introduced into a healthy alternative style of food.
Sounds
you don't
great.
have to jump all the way over the fence,
Just
but you
nibble
can nibble a little bit.
All right, Chef Brett Mckee, rest of the gang, thank you guys so much. Right after the break, Wellness Wednesday, we'll continue. We're talking women's health with Dr. Edmund Ray, so stay tuned.